on the accordion. So yeah, so I'll try to bring you up to date of where I'm at right now. Is I'm draining the coolant out. And take this bracket out. It goes down in here, right there. Battery bracket. These guys kind of go on there. They slide on these connectors right there. And took this battery cable loose that looks like bad shape. Alright, trying to get this last one loose. And I removed this battery cable here from this starter. Alright, and I removed this bracket here that mounts on top. That's for the air filter box. Alright, I was trying to get these fans out of here, but I haven't been able to locate all the wiring yet. I want to sneak these fans out of there. Then I can get this radiator out of here so I don't have to worry about poking a hole in that. And so we have the engine here. I've had it quite a while. Quite a while I've had it. So I'll bring you back. I'll bring you back when I get to the next point. But it's pretty explanatory. Take all the stuff you can out of the way. And I'm going to drop this whole engine and transmission on the floor and separate it because it's electric assist. See, that's what the orange wires are for, electric assist. And that's the first one of these guys I've done, so also should be fun, huh? I'm trying to put all the screws back into where they belong. These are all radiator screws, so I'm trying to put them all back in because I don't have a bin to put them in. So I'm trying to put everything back like I took it off, so when I go to do it, I don't have to freeze and think about it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like I put all the screws back in there, and yeah. Of course, looks like there's only one in the bottom of that guy. There's supposed to be two here, but there's only that one right there. One right there, and that one, and that one. All right, so we're gonna pause you now until I get some more stuff taken apart. Alright, I left off with those brackets. The driver's side fan was able to be brought right up out of here. I gotta be careful of the connections. Somebody's already modified them so far. So this one here already has a plug on it on this side, which is right here. Right there, just unplugs from the fan. I found it was easier to remove this front plastic piece. Remove the AC brackets that bolt from here to there on both sides. And you have to remove these brackets that go here to the radiator. Alright, so I found that if I remove this headlight, which is two screws here, one screw there, and plugs. And this is already loose, but you need to remove this and pull this back a little bit to get the headlight out. And the reason why I had to get the headlight out because I couldn't move these guys back far enough. They were hitting the headlight. This guy was, the AC condenser was hitting. So I was able to pull these guys back far enough to sneak this fan here out through here. Alright, so now I got to get the hose loose, the transmission lines here. Look at all the rust. Yep, there's some sort of filter in the line right there. Yep, and so that's where we're going to leave off right now. Is and next I'll bring you back pulling this radiator out. You know, I need to pull it out mainly because it gives me access in here so I can get in here. And maybe evacuating the AC tube. It's just dented right here, is all I can see. Alright, so I may be evacuating that. It's a 134A. Might be evacuating that. Yeah. Mainly just to have it out of the road so I can, Or I might just leave this stuff in here after all this, but I needed to get the fans out so I could work in here. Need to get all these hoses loose, and so I can drop that whole subframe down. And it'd probably be better to evac the AC, because mainly because if not, I gotta unbolt it from the unit, the engine, and then I gotta take and hang it up in here out of the way. And it's better to have nothing in the road than have something in the road, if you know what I'm saying. Alright, there's supposed to be a hole down there in the block somewhere. Somebody said they could see it, but have not lifted it up. But yeah. Alright, we'll bring you back when we get to the next part, which will be removing all the stuff here in this radiator. Welcome back, Don's Garage here. So we got the radiators out, the AC condensers out. It's over yonder. Whoop. Got this connections to fix when I put this back together. Yep. And so we took the trans lines loose. I got this filter, inline filter, right here, right there, right there. I knew I'd get to it sooner or later, and it runs right along here over this direction, and it has a flat spot right there. Not leaking out. You need to fix that guy. Starving the transmission of fluid. That is not good. And flat spot up here too. So I'm gonna have to address that. And the fluid is not clean, so not burnt. Not burnt. I'd taste it for you, but I don't get any more views if I taste it or not, so I quit that. So we got the AC lines loose here. Got the pulley loose, the belt. It's pretty explanatory. See how it routes over the top, down there, around, brought back up around that pulley and down to the AC. Alright, it's pretty explanatory. There's no pictures underneath the hood, but it's pretty much, yep. I don't know if this engine didn't have the AC or not. So looks like it did. Right there's a bracket for it. Trying to show you. Can you watch or what? So anyways, there you go. There's your water pump. Yeah. Alright. So I'm going to take that AC unit out of there. I don't have it very high. I only got it on 4x4s flat tires, so just trying to get everything to hit the top mount, and then I can go underneath and remove that subframe and then let her hang. And then take some other stuff loose. So this is supposed to be a winter project, but I'm not doing any of that scrapping stuff right now. And so this is like a fill in to keep myself doing something. So yeah, there's something else I was going to show you too, but I don't know what it was. Alright, you'll see this video eventually. This is on a rainy day out there, passing storm day. And so yeah, I gotta get to all these power connections eventually, but we're gonna wait until we get to that. This has been unpowered for quite a while. I've had it about almost a year and a half. So she's been unpowered for that long. So, yep. And some of those wires will have to be removed at some time. I would think this whole harness here and down through here up to this guy will have to be removed at one time, along with this harness here that sneaks down through there. It looks like to me that should be fun to get out of there, because this one doesn't have most of that harness. They've hacked it right there. Where's that connector at? Right here. So I can just unplug that there. Right? Right? You unplug it right there. And leave that all that harness there, I guess, for now. And then if I have to change it over, I will, but as for right now, that's what we're gonna do. And we're at I don't know how many minutes on this video, so I just wanted to bring you up to date on removing the radiator and working on the AC and all that stuff there. And my hose ran down. I messing around, I dropped my hose, and so now she's kind of bleeding out on her. I don't know what you want to say. Leaking out. That'll help keep it from rusting. You can see what color it is. It's not burnt, but she sure does need some attention, I'm sure. Alright. Thanks for watching and commenting and subscribing, and we will see you when we see you. Alright, we're at the intake. This will answer your question if there's a hole in there or not. So there's a few lines you gotta disconnect and such, and I think that we've got them all disconnected. I think. Maybe not. Maybe I got one right there. No? I don't have one right there. Let me bring it that way. No, can't bring it that way. It's hanging up on everything, guys. It's hanging up on everything. It's hanging up on everything. But you got those one screws loose. Right there. Alright. Well, it just keeps hanging up on everything. Said it 10 times. You'd think you'd know by now. Alright. Let me sit you there. Don't get lost. Just got one, I can't see nothing there. I'll bring you up here. Just you can kind of see what I'm doing. Right? Right. And trying to get one bolt loose. Good, I got a hunk of aluminum too. And, here we go. There's a hunk of aluminum on it, and yeah. And let's the airbox get caught to it. Let's see now. Feel like it coming out of there. Jeez, oh Pete. Like almost. Yeah, like almost. There it goes. There we go. There. Alright, so there's the airbox. I had to wiggle it up out of there. So this is what the back side looks like. And most of that harness that I disconnected was right there. Some little vacuum dihiggy jiggy that was right there. Alright, that's what that looks like. I just put that over in a pile of maybe